Right, good evening everyone, and welcome to Weekly Tech Fuzz episode 5. We've been doing this for 5 weeks now, and medyo exciting tonight kasi hindi natin in-expect na ganito kapuno yung ating episode for
Ako rin,
tonight.
hindi ko rin expect na magiging ganito kapuno talaga yung ano, no? So, bago tayo pumunta doon, dahil actually, masyado ako nakatingin sa right kasi Valentine's Day, joke lang po. Nagbago ako ng position ng camera. So, kung nafe-feel yun na nakatingin ako kay Nico parate, pasensya na po. Yun na lang talaga yung position nung camera natin. But, let us know in the comment section where you are watching from or if you are watching and what you have for dinner. But most importantly, Nico, pinag-isipan natin itong mabuti. Itong question na to. Our question of the day for the night, and make sure that you answer this in the poll because it is Valentine's Day. The question is, or choose between the two, someone to date or something to unbox. Something to date, someone to date, sorry, not something to date, someone to date or something to unbox. Anong sagot mo? Kailangan ba natin sagutin to bago tayo magtuloy?
Well, I think it's safe to say for both of us that we already both have someone to date.
Correct.
So, we are allowed to ask for something to unbox.
Correct. Oo. Lagi something to unbox. Kung meron man kayong naisip na crossover between those two choices, kayo na bahala mag-isip nun. Ayan.
Let's say hello to the people watching us. Of course,
Go.
unang-una, magandang gabi, Engineer Raj Corpus, our good friend. Good evening, Sir Bob Bainosa, to Sir Anson Tarse, to Joshua Antiampo, and Sir Makoy.
Parang ito yung mga naririnig ko na laging nasa raffle.
Ito pa isa, si Sepi et Chavez.
Grabe to. Screenshot ko yung isang haul niya. Tapos, sana makasama natin siya dito sa show in the near future. No?
Yeah, definitely.
Ano bang meron mo?
Sige, okay. Actually, medyo milestone ito para sa atin, guys. Kasi, unang-una, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first episode na walang raffle. So, dahil walang raffle, guys, share nyo tong stream na to at mamahalin namin kayo.
Correct.
Kasi obviously, we don't have anything to bribe you guys to watch.
Correct.
Okay, but if you are watching right now and if you are sharing this stream, then definitely we thank you for the support. Alam nyo guys, kasi
ito na lang,
sobrang...
Nico. Pag share nila, please include in your description, question of the day, someone to date, or something to unbox. Kahit yun lang yung nakalagay sa caption. Para tingnan natin kung ano yung sasabihin ng mga kaibigan.
Hindi, so sige, let's give a bit of transparency. So, medyo nasanay kasi, no? Nasanay yung mga kaibigan natin na halos every week may pinapa-raffle tayo. Of course, these things, although may isang episode na nanggaling sa sarili kong bulsa yung pa-raffle.
Parang kailangan ko maglabas din
most of the time, pa-raffle mo na daw yung nasa likod. Most of the time, of course, these things come from the generosity of our partner brands, from our partner sponsors. Madami-dami na sila sa ngayon. But we're in the very, very early stages of this show and of this page. And basically, talagang kailangan namin yung support of everyone to grow, no? And kapag nag-grow yung page and kapag nag-grow yung ating audience, syempre, mas maeengganyo ngayon yung ating friends to give us some incentives, some fun giveaways, and hopefully more exciting stuff in the future. Diba? So, very thankful tayo dyan.
No, things in the future and things in the now. Kung kailangan muna natin daanan yung Fuzz of the Week natin, yung mga announcements natin.
Let's say hello first, of course, to Eric Valmonte of ROG Philippines.
Sir, good evening. Sir Eric, good evening.
Kamusta good evening. Po? Ayun, kasama sa Fuzz of the Week natin, something about ROG that we'll talk about in a bit.
My God. Kailangan ko ng bagong graphics card. Pero sobrang mahal ng mga graphics card na yun. Pero something to look forward to. Let's do that right now. Our first news bit, but also an announcement, no? Go ahead, Nico. Tell us about this particular poster.
Yes, yun. Unang-una, of course, happening on Feb 20, Saturday, 7 p.m. is the ROG for those who dare digital launch. Of course, talking about the ROG Flow X13 and the ROG XG Mobile. I believe dun sa isa nating post si Sir Bob Bainosa was asking for the laptop with an external GPU. So
already asking for it. So ready na siya bumili.
Baka.
Akala ko. Ready na siya bumili.
Yes. Okay, let's say hello to our new viewer, Miss Abby Favor.
Uy, di yan new viewer. Ngayon mo lang nakita na is watching you. But hello, Abby. Hello.
Yan.
Okay. Ayan,
Next bit.
Sige. Next bit. Okay, let me do this announcement. Kasi, naghang siya. Wait lang. Ano nangyari dito? Pero exciting to kasi meron siyang kinalaman sa mga tawag dito. Sa maraming camera. Ayan, gumana na siya. Okay. Oops. Okay, here we go. It's the Sony A1 superb resolution and speed pre-order. Is open from February 12 to March 26, 2021 for only 319,999. Pero kasama doon ang isang anong card to, Nico? ko. Medyo maliit siya. This is a CFast card. But, I think it is a CFast card. FZ100 and also a Peak Design strap. Nakagulat yung price, but for what it is, I'm very impressed actually. I
actually expected it to be a bit more expensive than this.
Mm-hmm.
Siyempre may mga mag-react na, ang mahal naman yan, whatever. Pero guys, remember the Sony A1 is basically all the three flagships of the three different lines of Sony put into one. So that's if you haven't, we did an episode talking about the specs of this camera. You can watch it here on the page, and also, if I'm not mistaken, our YouTube channel is also up. So gusto nyo maghabol ng certain snippets from the show, you can catch up on those. And we did talk about the Sony A1, and as I said, it brings together the best of the flagships of the, well, technically the previous flagships of Sony. And alam mo yung sa Dragon Ball, yung nagfu-fusion, ganon sila. Ito yun, guys.
Parang iting culmination nung maraming linya na yun. Anyway, moving forward, we encourage you, if you see anything that you like, screenshot them. Power volume down button, di ba? Kung paano man ginagawa yung screenshot dyan sa devices nyo or whatever device you are watching from. The A7S III at this particular price with the promo bundle, dadaanan lang namin para makapunta na agad tayo dun sa main parts natin. So, the A7C and with the Peak Design Alpha strap, mga limited edition to, no? And then we also have the A7 III. Uy, medyo nagbabagal yung NDI network ko. Alam ko na bakit. Yeah. And then the A7R2. Hindi siya tumutuloy. So, A7R2, A7R4, A7S2, and then the A9 Mark II, the A61. But we'll make sure that we post this on our Facebook page para mapakita natin. Baka sobrang baba kasi nung presyo. Kaya ayaw na lang niya i-announce.
Basically, ang daming on sale from Sony right now. The A7R2, the A7R4, A7S3. If it's not on sale, it's on 12-month zero interest. So it's technically made more susceptible. Parang virus eh.
More accessible.
Accessible for those who are having quite a tight budget for that.
So, especially kung naglo-look forward ka and gusto mo na mag-invest tapos gusto mo nang kumikita na yung investment mo kaagad, at least in terms of the equipment. And also, Nico, my partner here is also part of the Sony, the Lens Guide discussion. It's Sony Alpha Digital Learning Program. It's on the Facebook page of Sony Philippines. On February 13, tomorrow, pre-Valentine's.
Tomorrow night.
Also, February 20, 2021, 7 p.m.
Yes.
At ang
So
joke ko
basically,
sa kanya,
it's me, Kitty, and Jiggy tomorrow, and Kirk and Nigel on the 20th. So
excited ako dito.
this is a quite a unique talk kasi we're not doing the usual lectures, but instead we're gonna be teaching each other. So of course, Kitty Bunag is a lifestyle photographer. She's an amazing interior designer. Of course, you all know Jiggy Alejandrino, one of the best wedding photographers in the country and a master in lighting. And ako po yung Saling Kit-Kit. And we'll be basically teaching each other about how we use different lenses in our respective genres.
Oh, definitely.
So 7 p.m. tomorrow at the Sony Facebook page.
And magma-magic trick ka dito, di ba? Yung lahat ng lens na yan nasa isang table, tapos hahatakan mo yung tela sa ilalim.
Sila live sell natin.
Live sell. Tapos pag naubos mo, may malaking incentive ka kasi nabenta mo lahat ng lente na yun, di ba? Okay, very good. Again, balikan lang natin. Wala tayong promo tonight, but definitely we have this question of the day. 2 things, pili po kayo. Someone to date or something to unbox. Iniingatan ko baka magkamali ako ng pagkakasabi. But
someone to unbox.
Someone to unbox, please. X po
ayan,
tayo.
Ayan. Ito, wait lang. Sorry. Someone just joined the stream and this guy is one of our most loyal viewers. Of course, I'm talking about Angelo Rosales. Angelo, pakisagot yung question. For Valentine's Day, do you want someone to date or something to unbox?
Hindi
Comment
po
ka,
pwede
Angelo.
yung cross, yung pagkakadugtong ng dalawang sagot na yan. Okay, speaking of, punta na ba tayo doon, Nico? Punta na ba tayo dyan sa something to unbox?
Speaking of unboxing, sige. So, we had this very, very, unusual surprise this afternoon. Particularly, mas siglan yung na-surprise eh. So, kaya ako sinasabi na hindi namin alam na ganito ka-packed yung episode na to is because may dumating sa kanya ng around 2 p.m., 1:30 p.m. Tapos, a good friend also sent over something that we will share with you tonight to go together with, of course, our main review, which is the ZenBook Flip S13. So, sige, medyo feeling ko hahaba tayo, lalampas tayo ng 1 hour tonight.
So, palit na
ayun,
tayo.
guys. I think a lot of you know that this is something Glenn has been boodling himself to get for the past
lang pala.
few weeks. So, meron tayong kaibigan na nagngangalang Pearl of Sony Philippines na may biglaang kumbaga sa budol, ito yung knockout punch. So, yung pinagpipigilan ni Glenn, pinadala ni Pearl para ma-unbox.
Correct. And if you're feeling the energy, please say yes in the comments para alam namin na nandun na kayo sa part na yan. Okay.
Ayun na, sumagot na si Angelo, something to unbox daw.
Tsaka sana dumating bukas. What's the name of your YouTube channel, sir? It's Weekly Tech Fuzz din. Same on YouTube. On YouTube. Okay. Actually, maliit na box siya. We are here to unbox the Sony digital camera ZV-1. And ito yung pinaka-surprising dyan. Check content if seal is broken. It's not broken. The seal
so, medyo
is
buong
intact.
hapon po niyang pinagpigilang buksan yan.
Correct. Ayan. So, scissors in hand. Actually, isa lang naman yung seal. Live unboxing on Weekly Tech Buzz. As in, literal na bago talaga siya.
Let's say hello to, of course, our friend from ASUS Philippines, Sir Vince Soriano, our good friend.
Sir Vince, good
evening. Pinapanood niya kami sasabihin tayong mali.
Yun lang, okay. Yeah.
Thank you for watching, Vince. We'll get to the review, of course, of the ZenBook in quite a bit.
Mukhang
sabi ni Robert Ilagan, saktong-sakto daw yung pagpasok niya.
Oo nga eh. Mukhang kailangan ko ano to. Ang tawag dito. Kailangan ko ng 35mm para bokeh. Anyway, Sony ZV-1 unboxing. We open it. Wala akong overhead cam today kasi yung tools ko na kay Nico. We open this. Sana hindi mahulog yung camera. Customer registration form. Kinakabahan ako, guys. Customer registration form. Reference guide. Some documentation, of course. I'm the nerd. I'm the kind of person that will read this documentation. Hindi lahat, pero babasahin ko para sure tayo, diba? So, set aside muna natin to. Also in the box, pagbukas, ano pala, no? Unreleased camera pala. Yun nandito. Okay, bago tayo pumunta doon. Okay. Limited edition. Or at least naka-pair talaga siya with the white ZV-1 is the white
that buff. That is the standard for the white ZV-1. Tapos yung rainbow colored yung
So kailangan
yung
limited edition yung white. Okay. Yun na yun. Wala na yung camera. This is a USB A to USB micro USB cable. Hindi ko matanggal yung ibang accessories without removing the camera, but before we get there, may extra wrapping here. I don't know what that is. Mahirap pala mag-unbox kapag sinishare mo yung excitement mo sa ibang tao.
So, kitang-kita nyo naman guys kung gaano siya kung gaano siya ka-excited.
And Sony BX1 battery that runs also for the action cameras, if I'm not mistaken. And here we go in this neat plastic container is the white
ang pogi
Sony ZV-1.
Ang pogi.
Ayan, white po siya. Malamang, white po siya.
Yeah. So, actually guys, on our very first episode, I talked about the ZV-1 kasi yung una nating episode was talking about our favorite gear finds for 2020, and definitely the ZV-1 was my favorite acquisition in 2020.
Now it's also my favorite for 2020. Yeah. For 2020 pa rin. So ikabit natin yung ano ba unahin ko? Yung baterya muna.
Kaso yung misis ko nagko-comment, palit daw kayo.
Yun lang. Tayo dyan. Ayan. So, nilagay ko yung battery. Tanggalin natin yung multi-interface hot shoe connector. Kabit natin yung ano tawag dito? Dead cat. Hindi na siya dead cat. Diba? Ayan. And then, let's turn on this particular camera. Lobat pala no? My God. Mali yung pinipindot ko kasi...
Mali yung pinipindot mo.
ko.
Mode button yung pinipindot mo.
Or baliktad yung battery.
Hindi, nag-on na.
Oh my God. Okay.
Nag-on na. It turned on to the set time and date sa language.
Okay. Yeah. English. Wait lang. Set lang natin yung oras. Hindi, sige mamaya na. Pindutin ko muna.
Gusto ko yung mga viewers natin nagbubudulan.
Correct.
Sabi ni Robert Ilagan, Tita Messi's ganda ng white to.
Here we go. Ayan, kitang-kita nyo naman. Sony pa rin ang camera na ginagamit for this broadcast. I'm so excited. This looks so good, Nico. But definitely, thank you to our friends from Sony PH. And also Miss Pearl. Thank you so much.
And because of that, as early as now, we're gonna announce to everyone that next week we will be talking extensively about Sony items.
Kala ko paparapol. Pagkatapos si unbox. But definitely, this is something that is worth... white and silver pala siya.
Yeah.
Very good. So, if you like this particular unit, ganda pa ng bokeh. Tsaka matching pa siya dun sa Apple Watch strap natin. Definitely, let us know in the comments.
Tsaka dun sa computer mo, no?
Tsaka yung headset. Okay. Tsaka yung logo ng Weekly Tech Fuzz.
O, tignan mo, pati yung kaibigan natin from ASUS Philippines events, nabubudol na lang.
I think we found the formula for this particular show. We have to unbox something new every week. So
Yeah.
let's get ready our bank accounts.
Tinatanong ni kaibigang Raj Corpus, how much daw? Kasi si Raj has a new baby, so he wants to take photos of his kid. So, nasa 42,000 pesos ang Sony ZV-1.
Parang sinabi mo naman kung magkano yung ginastos mo. Binalik. Yeah.
All right. Kailangan natin mag-move forward even if we're dwelling in Glenn's happiness tonight, diba? So, another thing, ito nga yung nakakatawa eh. So, ang nangyari was, we got the laptop that we'll review in just a bit. And a friend sent over, sabi niya, "Uy, perfect this accessory. You should try it. You should also review this on the same episode." So, as in, makikita nyo later, I'll do a demo of everything just to show you how perfect these two things come together. Yon. So,
Ang tagal namin May extra tech run pa kami kagabi para lang sa demo ni Nico tonight.
Grabe, guys. Pakita na natin kung bakit.
Pero before that, meron akong parang...
Naka-off pala yung camera.
Naka-off yung camera mo. But anyway, so meron akong parang slideshow video dito. Nag-b-roll lang ako. Uso nga ngayon, b-roll ng konti. At hindi na naman gumagana yung NDI network natin for tonight. Ready ka na ba, Nico?
Yep.
Okay, punta tayo sa screen ni Nico. Here we go.
All right, guys. So before we get to our main review, which you might have already seen, I want to talk about this really, really nice accessory. So this particular accessory isn't available yet in the Philippines, but will be soon. When we do have more information on pricing and availability, we'll definitely share it on the page. But so for those of you guys watching, mga photographers, mga videographers, or even designers who make use of your computers, of course, to create content and to create designs, then this is definitely something that ako, sobrang sandali ko pa lang siya nakuha. Like, I got this at 4 p.m. and I tried it out. Sabi ko, wow, this is amazing. So, syempre, pasok ko naman yung mukha ko dun sa screen. So, yun. This is the Toolbox, which is basically an editing tool which is compatible for Adobe Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop, Premiere Pro, and madaming sa kanya. Compatible. So basically, these are all shortcut buttons that you assign on the application. Later, i-demo ko sa inyo kung paano siya siniset. And these are dials. And yan, so to make adjustments like brush size. Yung number one na tinanong ko kay Jiggy before he sent me this. Can I assign something to the undo button? Sabi niya, yes, okay. Because that's definitely that's definitely one of the most used shortcuts in Photoshop and on Lightroom. And today I'll show you a bit of how I make composites using, of course, this and our main feature for tonight. Ito, the ZenBook Flip S13.
Grabe, nag-upgrade yung production value mo dyan, Nico.
Oo nga eh. So, ikaw muna, Glenn is set to talk about his experience with the laptop first.
Okay, so sana gumana na siya. Sana gumana na yung aking dito, NDI network dahil overload. Nanonood yata ng Netflix yung tatay ko sa baba. So we have a couple of clips over here. Very shiny finish, no? Very nice finish dito sa laptop na to. Some ports before I go to the other side. HDMI port, 2 USB-C ports, which are, I think, USB 4. And then, sound by Harman Kardon, yung speakers niya. And also, there's another USB-A port on the right-hand side. It's powered by the new 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processors with also a numpad. and then the power button na hindi ko kagad nakita, Nico.
Ako din eh.
Nung binuksan ko siya, hindi ko kagad siya nakita. And
Medyo ang tagal ko siya hinahanap eh.
it also comes with, very important, at least for me, no? Very important, it also comes with a USB-A to LAN adapter and a very vivid screen over here. And the first thing that I tried watching on this particular screen are Twice music videos. I watched on this particular screen. Tapos, ano siya? 4K 60. Very good. Parang na-absorb ko lahat ng quality nung K-pop video na yun. Core i7, 11th gen, 2.8 GHz base clock, but goes up to 4.7. Intel Iris Xe graphics, bago siya. 16GB low power DDR4X onboard memory, maximum of 16GB. It's touchscreen, 13.3 inches, it's 4K UHD, 1TB. Hindi
SSD.
hard drive, SSD. This is an NVMe PCIe 3. Medyo nag-geek out na ako kasi naiintindihan ko na to lahat. In short, mabilis tong SSD na to at 1TB. I/O, again, one USB 3.2 Gen 1 Type A on the right-hand side, and also 2X Thunderbolt 4. It also supports display and power delivery, and 1X HDMI. Punta lang natin si Nico mabilis. This now charges through USB-C, which is astounding. Pwede i-charge with the included power brick and also with the other USB-C devices that charge. No, keyboard, backlit, chiclet keyboard, 1.3M key travel, very important. It supports a number pad on the trackpad itself. So, pwede ka mag-enter ng numbers doon and also operations. Daanan ko lang yung iba. There's an HD camera, may webcam siya with IR function to support Windows Hello. So, you can log in with your face. Tama ba? Facial recognition siya, no?
Mm-hmm.
And also a battery of 67 watt-hours. May kasama siyang power supply again, which is USB-C. 1.2 kilograms. Magaan. Sobrang gaan. Sobrang gaan.
Ang nipis din.
Manipis din siya. Military grade and US MIL STD 810G military grade standard. Actually, yung feel talaga ng unit na to, mararamdaman mo na premium pagkakagawa.
Yeah. Actually, that's what they made sure with a lot of the recent ZenBooks, including the ZenBook Duo, which I've been using for over a year. Talagang military grade in the sense that it can survive drops, no? So, try na lang natin.
Wag. Hindi to dropping video. Ano lang siya, review. Built-in apps, may ASUS siya and also McAfee, which is I believe antivirus. And also other features which you can see on the screen. It comes with Microsoft Office Home and Student 2019, and it comes with a stylus and a USB-C to audio jack adapter for those earphones and headsets that you will use with this particular unit.
Si Amiel Manresa is asking the display size daw.
The display is actually 13.3 inches diagonal, but more importantly, OLED and it's 4K UHD.
Yeah.
So mas marami kang detalye. Na
actually, ako whenever I'm sent ZenBooks to review, favorite ko yung circular brush finish na yun. Yung sinasabing makintab. And medyo simple joy ko is taking product videos of lights moving around. Just that. Of course, syempre, the main feature of the ZenBook Flip S13. So, ayan na siya. So, from the get-go, you'd be overwhelmed by the screen and the rich colors that it has. Of course, it's Pantone validated. Plus, of course, it's also calibratable to your editing environment. But more importantly, this. So, the ZenBook Flip line, baka mabali. ZenBook Flip line is, of course, a transformer line. So, ito yung mga laptops that you can fold all the way around to make use of it as a tablet. So, kasama po sa box niya. Hindi na namin in-unbox kasi lalong hahaba. But definitely, one of the things included in the box is a very, very intuitive stylus or the ASUS pen. Yon. Sabi ni Brother Seppi, akala daw niya sinira ko yung laptop.
Kala ko naman, sinabi niya, may pusang duman. Mura pala dapat yun. SFW. Perfect for online schooling. Naku, nakita ko na naman comment ni Angelo Rosales. Parang anything na ipapakita natin, perfect for online schooling.
Oo, parang kahit A1, perfect for online schooling.
Ayan, pakita ulit natin overhead camera ni Nico dahil nag-i-improve yung production value natin.
Yes.
Take it away, Nico.
So ito po guys yung A10 Mini na sobrang pinaghirapan kong pag-aralan. So bigyan niyo po ako ng palakpakan dahil marunong na ako mag-livestream ng multiple cameras. Diba? So, okay, as I promised, one of the first things we'll do is to do a demo. And before anything else, I want to demo to you guys how to make use of the toolbox because it will aid us later in editing with the ZenBook Flip S13.
Parang narinig ko na yung meme na yun. What is that? A simple tool that we will use later.
Yan. So, kung nakikita niya dun sa aking screen, which I will switch. Siyempre, hindi ko pa kinabit yung HDMI.
Nakalimutan mo palit yung HDMI.
Kabit natin yung HDMI. So, this is for you guys to see what's directly on my screen. Yan.
Yun, no?
Yeah, there we go. So, you can see here how to use the toolbox console, which is of course yun nga yung pinakita nating tool on the side. And basically, you can assign any of these buttons and any of these dials. Nangyari. Any of these buttons and any of these dials to become your shortcuts. So kanina, sinet ko na, makikita nyo dito sa screen na one of the buttons is for the brush tool, the stamp tool, the healing tool, and yung knob is for brush size adjustments. So makikita nyo later, I will recreate something, one of my favorite photos from 2020. So, papakita natin yun. But basically, this is the toolbox console. So, makikita nyo, you can choose for Photoshop, for Lightroom, for Premiere editing, and Premiere color. And I'm sure madami pa siyang compatible softwares in the future. Because again, this is something quite new. And you can also see that there is an auto switch. So, pwede niyang automatically ma-detect na kung anong app yung ginagamit mo. And it will switch to those specifications in terms of your software. So, yun. So, na-excite ako kasi mapapakita natin talaga how these things come together. So, I will go on now to Photoshop. And let me just switch over to tablet mode. Yeah. So, yan. Makikita nyo guys. Siyempre nakikita nyo din na binabasa ko yung comments. But, yeah. Ano ba? Joshua Antiampo, lakas daw makapangbudol nito. Definitely, definitely. So, ayan. Gusto ko lang ipakita sa inyo the setup. And what I love about this actually is pwede mo din gamitin si ZenBook Flip S like this. So it will be a bit shaky but kung careful ka dun sa movements mo, possible siya. Or maybe you can put something sa in between to keep your to keep it from folding all the way. But definitely yan. So I will do a demo of this photo. So, kung may nakakita po niya nito sa aking Instagram feed in 2020, this is something I shot. So, this is a cityscape shot that I took with the Sony A7R III, and if I'm not mistaken, a 70 to 200. And during the time that I was taking this, the moon was rising on the east, which is why I wanted to somehow synergize them into the same scene. So pagsasamahin natin ngayon this very nice red bloody moonrise and put it together with this cityscape. So I'll be using the tour box on here on my left hand, and I'll be editing now with my right hand. So switch natin ulit para makita nyo. Glenn, nandyan ka pa ba?
Oo, nagbabasa lang ng comments kasi may mga nag-aaway na rito. De joke. Ate Oy Sepi, andito ka na naman. Kala ko iwas budol ka na, yung sabi niya.
Alright, so let me show you guys how very, very easy it is to create that pre-envisioned shot that I'm talking about. So I'm going to use the tour box now. Naset ko na din siya for selection. So I'm going to click on one of the buttons I set. And I'm... And I am going to select on this moon. So, ano mangyayari ngayon? So, sinet ko na din na yung dalawang button turned to be the copy and paste shortcut. Ba't di lumabas? Isa pa. Okay. Wait lang. So, we're literally gonna paste it on this. Yan. So, I hope you guys can see what's going on, but let me... So, during the pandemic, I can definitely say na one of the things I mastered or I really learned is making composites. Kasi, syempre, very limited tayo in terms of what we can shoot. And it was really a challenge to keep being creative during the time. So, kaya isa sa mga favorite na ginawa ko was to create composites like this. So again, we're taking the moonrise and putting it together with the cityscape. And now, we've pasted that layer. And all we're gonna do now is switch to light and blending mode. So sa light and blending mode pa lang, makikita mo na nag-match na niya yung colors. And of course, I have more extensive uses for this. But generally, what I want to show you guys is how to clean up when you're creating composites. Okay, so we're gonna brush now. And basically, we're painting black on the parts that we want to take out. No? So, yan. So, brush tayo. Tapos, adjust natin yung size. Naglolo ko yung tour box. Let me just connect it again.
If you have to troubleshoot anything, the first thing you do is reconnect or restart.
Yes.
The easiest way.
Ayun. So anyway, what we're gonna do now is brush. And yan. So, anong ginagawa ng brush? If you paint it white, it's gonna be visible. And you paint it black, it's gonna be taken out. So let's do a rash, demonstration kung ano nangyayari. So yan. So if you paint it black, wala siya. Diba? So that's what we're doing. And of course, we undo that. And for things like this, all I really do is clean out the edges of that portion that we patched in. So yun lang. To begin with, it's already a very clean image. So kung halimbawa, you want to take out this part, you just take that out. So very easy with the ZenBook Flip S to make these modifications. And as you can see, ito number one tip, guys. If you're making composites, make sure you compose. So what am I saying? If you're gonna put together more than 2 images, make sure that your composition is on point. No? So, make sure na yung placement mo is something you really thought about. So, of course, this is something in a 1:1 ratio, so square image. And very easily, you can see that it fits, di ba, sa rule of thirds. So, kahit yung ganun kasimpleng bagay. Yan. So, one last thing, of course, one of my favorite tools when I'm making use of all this, aside from the undo button, is, of course, the heal tool, which is how we take out yung mga distracting elements
Kala
in
ko
our
shooting
frame.
star paakyat.
Actually, pwede. Diba? So, very easily, sandi. Yeah, we have the heal tool. Let's adjust the brush size. I don't know why the toolbox suddenly didn't work, but basically, gusto natin matanggal itong mga cranes na to. So, meron akong ginawang TikTok video and Facebook story
My
na
God,
sobrang
sumayaw
pumatok
ka.
sa mga... Hindi.
Ah, sumayaw ka.
Pumatok sa kanila when they saw how I was cleaning up my cityscape images. So,
Di ka
ito po
patingin
yun.
naman from the overhead.
Sige.
Sige. Pindutin mo lang yung cut. Yan.
Yeah, there
Ako
you go.
nagturo sa kanya. Joke.
So,
Proud po
ayan.
tayo.
Halimbawa guys, you want to take out this red light. Although I don't usually take those out because it's a very okay lang eh. Nagko-complement siya. Hindi naman siya ganun ka-distracting. But very easily, the trick is to actually adjust your brush size to be able to, kumbaga, saktuhan mo lang siya dun sa laki ng detail na tinatanggal mo. Diba? So, I think this is good enough. Kasi ayaw natin na may madawit na ibang details na hindi naman natin gusto matanggal. Like, for example, kung masyadong malaki yung ginawa mong adjustment, what it's gonna do is it's gonna look for something to sample or graft from. Tapos, ganyan yung mangyayari. Magmumukhang abnormal yung output.
Meron tayong question dito from a top fan. Gaita Kate Torres Valenzuela. Saan vantage point mo niyan, sir?
Sa balcony.
Sa balcony. Diyan lang sa bahay.
So, guys, of course, this episode isn't really a tutorial, but I hope you learned from that, and you can now see how very, very easy it is to do things like these. But definitely, what we're here to talk about is actually how well the ZenBook Flip S is fit for such workflows. No, so whenever I do reviews, especially on f-stoppers, alam ni Glento, one of the things that is very important in reviews is to talk about how you would apply it in the things that you do. So, yun, I hope you guys saw na personally for me, this is how I would use it. Like, I would definitely make use of this very nice touchscreen, and I would definitely use the pen to make more precise edits in the photography that I do. Yun, ikaw Glenn, how do you think? Baka sakali ibigay sa'yo ni Venz yung itong unit ng ZenBook Flip S13. So,
alam mo na-impress ako or naalala ko yung time na yung touchscreen ng mga monitors. Single point pa lang. And then nung pinch to zoom ka essentially, parang, nga no, ang layo na ng narating ng touchscreen technology. Especially with you, out of the box, talagang kinuha mo lang yung pen tapos ginamit mo kagad siya on the screen. It's something that it also introduces a lot of convenience with this particular unit. I was playing around with that particular laptop last night. Yun nga, nag-play nga akong K-pop videos. It's something that if you are detail-oriented like my friend over here, I like, paano ko ba sasabihin yan? Gusto kong hinihimay yung detalye ng K-pop videos. Kasi in terms of production value, kita mo lahat eh. And this particular unit, because it's OLED screen, nakita ko yung value nung kulay na yon. Nakita ko kung paano ba talaga nila inintend. Before you go to that demo, Nico, pakita lang natin yung ibang product shots that you took earlier. Na-beast tuloy. Kanina lang pinicture na, no?
Kanina ko lang inedit.
Okay. Definitely, you can flip the screen all the way to the other side. You have a stylus that you can use with this gorgeous screen over here. And kompleto yung buttons niya. It's something that I appreciate a lot. And when I was typing on this, talagang na-feel ko yung travel nung keys. Hindi ka mawawala doon sa keyboard. And very accessible from the keyboard all the way to the trackpad or the touchpad. Talagang accessible siya, no? And then again, because this was designed to be flipped, I'm sure yung other side hindi siya magagasgas. Correct, Nico?
Mm-hmm.
Yung keyboard side niya. But then, of course, we exercise caution pa rin para at least we can keep our devices pristine. Back to you.
Yeah. Actually, something very nice din. So, when you're on tablet mode, auto-rotate na din siya. So, actually, if you want to make use of it, like you're reading a book or reading a novel, for example, pwedeng vertical na din yung niya. So, literally, it's made to act both as a laptop and as a tablet. That could be a tablet we're talking about na for personal on-the-go use, and also a tablet, as in a graphic tablet, of course.
It's an interesting thing because even if you have it portrait, it's something that we're not too familiar with as people in terms of using, at least in transitioning ng mindset from having a laptop to a tablet. And it's nice to actually have the option of using your operating system na portrait. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Ang ganda niya tingnan. Especially Windows 10 was actually designed, I think, originally for tablet, no? Or at least top of mind nila yung tablet parati. And you can see here, as the demonstration, ganda ng accent ng text na as ASUS ZenBook on the left-hand side, whether you're using it as a tablet. Okay? Punta raw po kayong fstoppers.com. Yan yung pinapakita yun dyan. Yes. But I'm sure this is multi-point, touch, ang tawag dito. I forgot the specific term already. But by the way, guys, if you have questions about the ZenBook Flip and also the white ZV-1, let us know in the comments. And our question for you still remains before we continue with our segment is question of the day, someone to date or something to unbox. Make sure that you vote in the poll below. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're not yet
Pakita ko na din, diba? If you guys have, if you want to learn more about smartphone photography, I published this article just this week, and it's 5 tips to maximizing any smartphone camera. Of course, I'm showcasing some photos taken with the almighty ROG phone, but these are tips that apply to anyone who would like to maximize their smartphone cameras.
Alam mo kasi, Nico, yung ROG, synonymous siya with very good quality. Definitely. Although
And actually, one thing talaga, so I'm sure Glenn knows this, but basically yung lifestyle ko personally as a photographer, as a writer, all around as a content creator, it has certain requirements in every device that I use that kumbaga make or break siya. So one thing na very important sa akin, of course, the battery. So this one has a 6,000 mAh battery and it can stand everything I do. So kung makikita nyo guys, the product photos of the ZenBook Flip 13 were taken with the ROG phone.
Wow.
Tapos the posters that I've been posting were made with the photos I took, and also yung mga pagde-design ng posters for Weekly Tech Fuzz all come from that phone. Of course, TikTok videos, Instagram, Facebook.
Pindutin mo lang yung cut para makita ka namin.
Oo nga, no?
Para may connection tayo. Ayan. Habang
Yeah.
nag-explain kami, kukunin lang ako. So, go
Anong
ahead.
kukunin mo?
Basta may kukunin lang ako. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We have a question from Angelo Rosales. He's asking about the price. And let me just consult my he's asking about the price of the ZenBook Flip 13. Vince, can you answer if you're watching? But I have it here on my phone. Yon. So the ZenBook Flip S13 is already in the market for 94,995. So, medyo, actually, inisip ko sana for this episode, medyo magsiscripted na mag-aaway tayo, Glenn. Tapos sasabihin ko pa, busit na ako! Tapos gaganin ko siya.
Kala ko ipapalo mo sa akin. Kala ko ipapalo mo sa akin yan. But if you have more questions, let us know in the comments. We have this lovely poster over here. The ASUS ZenBook Flip S, the world's thinnest OLED convertible laptop. Yung convertible, naisip ko talaga. Kotse. But in this case, nasa laptop feature na rin siya for on-the-go productivity and creativity. Parang yung sinample lang ni Nico kanina. I'm sure hindi siya yung hand model nitong poster na to.
Actually, ako yan. Nagpa-manicure ako para dyan.
At mahilig ka magkape, so malamang. May white long sleeve ka ba? Gaitha? Check natin. 3 main features: OLED premium display, 4K UHD, ultra vivid colors, HDR display. Which is marami na rin content na lumalabas na bukod sa 4K, HDR na rin siya. Better for performance, powered by the 11th Gen Intel Core i7 processor with Intel Iris Xe graphics, 16 gig of memory, and innovative technology with the number pad on the trackpad. And also, I think, Nico, kailangan nila i-mention to ASUS AI noise cancelling technology.
Yes.
Para mawala lahat ng noise kapag nasa
kahit
online meeting.
Kahit yata yung mga voices in your head maaalis kapag gumagamit ka.
Try mo mag-zoom with yourself tapos tingnan mo kung maririnig mo yung voices in your head. No.
Vince, the question was the price of the ZenBook Flip S13, and I already answered the question.
Hindi price. Price. Yung presyo. Baka sabihin nila price.
Si Katie may tanong para sa'yo, Glenn.
What is the question? Nabasa ko siya. May I borrow your new Deadass camera? It's so nice. Bawal kumain ng anything with cheese na magmamarka dito sa particular camera na to. So, kakabahan na. Speaking of ROG, actually, Neo, ito lang, kumuha lang ako ng prop, pero may kapatid din yung phone mo kanina. So, we do have experience with ROG products, and definitely, it's something that I've also, maganda yung experience ko with this particular product line. 94,995 para makita pa din nila here sa comment. Thank you.
Sana, Vince, nilagyan mo na ng link, di ba?
Yung one-click checkout. Yung pag-click nila, na agad, nabenta na agad.
Oo. Tapos may kakatok na sa pinto nila.
Okay, where to buy? I think, sayang naman yung sinet mo sa akin. Where to buy from these dealers, and also a list of ASUS concept stores that you can visit nationwide.
Definitely. Yeah. If you have more, if you're seeking for more information, you can go, of course, to the ASUS Philippines Facebook page. Meron ding doon, shop menu, so you can also look for other stuff in the ASUS lineup.
Ang dali mag-check out ng stuff.
Oo.
Ang dali mag-check out ng stuff. So, Chinese New Year pa naman diba? So, pwede pa naman justified. And also, again, balikan lang natin, and I think magandang opportunity tong question na to know the pulse of our audience. Our question of the day: someone to date or something to unbox. Right now, someone to date at 2 votes. Something to unbox at 10 votes. So, kung meron kayong suggestion of the question of the day for next time, let us know in the comments. And also, if you are if you want to be a partner of the show, let us know. Maybe you'd want to explore, you want us to explore particular products or anything that will burn the budol air around people para ma-excite
Alam ko,
sila.
next week may unbox tayong kakaiba, di ba?
Alam mo, nakalimutan ko pero naglo-look forward. Bibigyan ka raw ng kadate mo ng i-unbox. Parang mas malupit yun, Angelo Rosales.
Mas malupit yan. Sugar mommy yata hinahanap ni Angelo.
Hindi, regalong Valentine's Day lang naman. Boss Robert,
Yun,
nanonood ka pa ba?
If you guys have any questions again about the many things that we talked about, of course, the ZV1, we talked about the Tourbox, and we talked about, of course, the ASUS ZenBook Flip S13. If you have any questions, feel free to keep commenting on this video, even if we're not on air anymore. We definitely check our notifications, or you can send us messages. You can send a message to the page, or you can send messages to either myself or Glenn, and we will be very, very happy to know. Nakakatuwa din pag alam mong interested yung mga tao on certain things that we talk about, because of course we always keep saying that our goal is to budol, but of course what we want to achieve in general is, of course, information. So a lot of people still get surprised with a lot of the things that we use in terms of tech, in terms of photography, and it's siguro kaya nga tinatawag namin ni Glenn na medyo passion project itong Weekly Tech Fuzz, is because we like sharing and talking about these things that we usually, before naman magka-Weekly Tech Fuzz, linggo-linggo din namin pinag-uusapan ni Glenn yung mga ganitong bagay. Or actually, araw-araw.
Passionate gumastos.
Oo. So,
before we end, there's a question here from Ranel. Sirs, 100% sRGB? Question mark.
I believe so, yes.
Sa dami sa intense ng kulay na yun, I don't think hindi siya 100% sRGB. At the very least, you get a very good amount. No?
Actually, pwede din to. Hello.
Yan lang. Nico, isi-share ko lang yung isa pang box kanina.
Sure.
Ano
na din tayo? Mag-ano na din tayo? Teaser for next week.
Correct. Okay. Announcements muna. Balikan natin yung posters natin. Kanina, 2 things, Nico, you might want to... Anong gusto mo? Poster 1, poster 2?
Siyempre, hindi ko alam kung alin yung poster.
Basta mamili ka lang. Poster 1. Poster 1 sa'yo. Poster 1, Nico, tell us again about this.
Next week, our friends from ROG are inviting us to join the digital launch. So you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to break protocol. You can stay safe at home and check out the launch of the ROG Flow X13. So actually, medyo kapatid itong ROG Flow X13 ng ZenBook Flip S13. And also the ROG XG Mobile, which is an external GPU. So I'm actually looking forward. Alam ko in the near future we'll also be taking a look at the X13. So let's see, di ba?
Okay, and the poster number 2, don't forget to catch the Sony Lens Guide discussion. Starring with Nico Valenzuela, J.K. Alendrino, Kitty Bunyaga, for tomorrow, at least for February 13 at 7 p.m. on the Sony Philippines Facebook page. Watch them unbox. All of them. Tagal no? In-unbox lahat ng lente ng Sony Philippines. And also, by the way, yan na yan. Yan na yung mabilis na preview ng product na yon, parang namamasyal.
Let's just say that alam naman natin most people in our audience, in our 1,000 plus followers on Weekly Tech Fuzz, that I hope you will help us grow in the near future. Karamihan dito photographers. So far. Yes. So in lieu of that, it's very important that as often as we can, we will talk about cameras. And next week, will be all about cameras.
Sorry. You have a white one, you have a black
And the
one.
black.
One, black one. Okay, very exciting. Okay, saan tayo pupunta nito? Again, we'll wrap up with this. Again, almost Valentine's Day. Again, almost belated Happy Chinese New Year. But question of the day is someone to date or something to unbox. Wala na, hindi na nagdagan yung poll natin. But if you're watching the replay, thank you for joining us. If you're watching live, thank you for joining us as well. We are live again from Quezon City on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to follow us on our socials. Everything Weekly Tech Fuzz, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Your source, your weekly source of Budol, powered by Upstream Media and caffeinated by Candid Coffee. My name is Glenn Lopez of Weekly Tech Fuzz. With me is
Nico Valenzuela.
See you again next week.
See you again next week. See you tomorrow on the Sony Facebook page.
And have a good weekend, guys. Bye!